Ontario Ombudsman Paul Dubé is highlighting a big jump in complaints about the correctional system. This is in his annual report. It was released today.
CP24's Melissa Duggan is joining us live with the details. And Melissa, what are some of the findings?
Yeah, Asija and Bakari, this is an annual report we're hearing from the Ombudsman every year. And this time, he's really highlighting the need for reform when it comes to the province's correctional facilities, addressing what's being described as a growing crisis in overcrowded sites. The report is pointing to a 55% increase in complaints about correctional facilities in the past year. We do know that the Ombudsman is investigating the incident at Maplehurst Jail in 2023. That's when inmates were zip-tied and strip-searched by guards wearing riot gear after a corrections officer was assaulted. The province is facing 5 lawsuits from former inmates related to that case. Here's more of what we're hearing from the Ombudsman today.
Many of those complaints were about more severe entrenched problems. Overcrowding, 3 inmates in cells made for 2. Frequent lockdowns, inadequate health care, Indigenous inmates with no access to a Native inmate liaison officer, inmates with mental health issues being placed in segregation, which is not supposed to happen. And then there was the Maplehurst incident, a 2-day ordeal in December of 2023, where many inmates were so poorly treated that they have had the charges against them reduced or even dismissed by judges.
The report also goes on to describe deteriorating conditions that his staff has recorded, putting that in the spotlight and calling for meaningful systemic reform that respects the rights of inmates in a moral imperative. We are getting reaction to this report today from MPP Kristen Wong-Tam, the NDP critic of the Attorney General. Here's some of that.
There isn't too much that's surprising, just because we've now been hearing from inmates, from their lawyers. We have been hearing from legal observers around the crisis in corrections. But I think having the numbers to quantify it, is really what is top of mind. The Ombudsman has been very clear over a number of years now. He has flagged that he's been receiving these complaints. In previous Ombudsman's report, this is number 50, but in previous Ombudsman's report, the number of complaints coming in about the corrections facilities and the system is always, top line.
Just moments ago, we did see Premier Doug Ford in the halls here. We asked him if he has a comment on this report. Not prepared for a comment at this time, but he did speak out when it came to the situation at Maplehurst earlier today, saying that those who have been found to break any rules, they should be held accountable. At this point, we are still waiting for a wider reaction from the province when it comes to this report. Back to you.